In this lesson, we're going to talk about comments. Comments in code are very useful for helping explain what a code block or method is doing. It can also be used just to comment out a line of code, so that way it's not, the next time it runs, it's not going to run that line of code. And the way to there's several different ways to do that. There's a single line of code comment, or there's a multi-line of code comment. So the single line is 2 forward slashes, and that's going to comment out this line and anything that happens after the 2 forward slashes. I can also use it, like I was saying, for actually putting in comments instead of, if this were to deploy and run, it would not update the account. And then if I wanted to use it for more detail, I could say that this is a null check. So we're going to do a null check right here, and just kind of indicating of what is actually happening. The other thing that there is the multi-line. So that's /**. And that's to start it. To end it is */*. So that's going to then, again, if this were to deploy and we were to try to run this, it would essentially just do a null check within this method and nothing else would happen. There wouldn't be any updates since this is within the comments. And what you can also do that's especially helpful with the multi-line is you can use the comments to, like I was saying, give more detail in the code. What's common to do is to have more details in regards to what the method is actually doing. So what you can do is you can do multi-line of code, and this would also be something that, based on a convention that you're using for how you would like to add comments to code and possibly add comments to the class or to different methods. This way is really common though for adding comments to methods. It's generally when you have it right above, and I could do @description. So I could have a description of what is happening for this method. So description, update, account, and return account object. So that's the description. Could be whatever it is, whatever you want it to be, for helping to describe what the method is doing for other developers. And then with this one, because it does have a return, you can also specify return, and then I am returning an account, and we'll just say account object records not updated. So this is common syntax to have the an @ symbol and then description, and same as the return. So stating what the description is going to be and then what the return is going to be. And then for method 3, this one has parameters. So it's common to put in param and then describe each parameter. I'm going to do 2 params, and then one would be for the account ID. So it's an ID, and what do I want to say? ID of account to update. And then the account name, so that's a string, account name change. And that's how you can add comments within Apex.